So I'm at my first store to go pass out these informational sheets. And it's such a reflecting moment because I used to come to this parking lot. I came here to find out that I was pregnant with my son. First of all, I remember I was walking and I ran into somebody I knew, and I didn't want nobody to know that I was about to go confirm that I was pregnant. And she was like, "Hey," and I'm all, "Hey," but I was feeling so nauseous. I could not hold anything down with my son. And I remember like throwing up in the bush. She was like, "Are you okay? Are you pregnant, bitch?" And she was like, of course, she was like, "Where are you going to?" So I'm like, "Nowhere, just, and I'm all throwing up. Oh my god, that was so funny. And like, I remember, like, I don't even know what the fuck we were doing. I was like chilling with people that I don't even have contact with anymore, like smoking a blunt just in the parking lot, like doing some random ass shit that don't even matter, that was not even benefiting my life but getting me temporary satisfied, like instant, just giving me an instant gratification but not really doing for anything for me long term, to now like going to go trying to sell my products to these beauty stores. Yeah, it's very interesting, very reflecting. I'm like getting used to this shit, so excuse me. Love watching. So about my experience today, okay, I went with the flow. I went with my day with the flow, as you always should. Like, it's better than forcing it, believe me. Because you should know that, like, God got you, right? That's my promotion here. Yeah, God got you. You should live. That means that He wants you to be happy. He didn't bring you on this world to be to clock in and clock out. You think that's the life He chose for you, to be a clock in and clock outer? Or to live stressed, to live sad, upset, anxiety, should I say? So no, I know that God's timing is His timing, and so I know what I needed to get done. That's all that mattered. I came back home. I added extra stuff to my list. I swept and I cleaned my house, and I went off. And I was honestly had a pep talk myself. I had to cue myself because I was like, I could just do it later, knowing that down it was not going to be like a 10-minute thing. And of course, my first attempt, as I told you, I was driving around. I couldn't find parking at all, and I was like, this is a test. This is the bad energies wanting to take over, wanting to get to my anxiety, wanting to get to me stressed out, wanting to get me sad and worrying and seeing the negative points about all this and just give up. And no, I wasn't going to give up. I parked in the handicap. Improvise. I mean, I was ready to run out that door if it took too long, but I made it work, you know? I was going to park in like across. There was like a 10-minute parking. I was like, no, that's a little too YOLO. And then there was like actually right before I got the handicap parking, there was like an open parking, and then the girl got out of the handicap parking, which I think she was parked there for a little minute, and she took the open parking, but there was like a guy with the door open. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I got a free parking. And then she took it and shit. Like, I wasn't even trying to get savage with her, which I will. If I have been known. I'm not no chump. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I just got so much great feedback, and honestly I was laughing at myself. Like, one of the places, like, I'm like new to this, okay, I'm like up and coming, like I just me. You know, it's like when they say, like, I've seen those memes, it's like when you use like what was like, do you know what you're doing? No. And they're like, when starting a business, like, do you know what you're doing? No, good. I just want to make sure I'm not the only one. Like, no, you're not the only one. You improvise. And so basically, I'm at the second store, like the third store, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like passing out these papers, and I haven't even checked the number which is my number, but I hadn't fixed the voicemail on it to make it more professional for when we start taking invoices. And I'm doing it in front of the store. Oh my god, they're probably like, this bitch is over here scamming people, which is not the case. I'm not taking money without providing the products first. But yes, I was laughing at myself. There's 20 months you just gotta laugh at yourself, as opposed to just like being negative about it. You just gotta be like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, instead of like, oh my fucking gosh, how can I change that moment? How can I oh my god, they heard me and now they're not gonna call me. No, we don't do that around here. Yeah, so that was my take back from the whole experience. A lot of reflecting. I went on the reason I know about these beauty stores, because these like beauty stores I visited like throughout my years. And so yeah, a little bit of old stomping grounds and seeing old street, like I passed these streets before recently, but for other reasons, but like even like I remember I joined this pageant and we were walking down these same streets, like, and in my head I heard like, remember when you walked down for money for this pageant to get nominated? Like, it was for sponsorship, which we end up just keeping the money and not even doing the pageant. But the whole point was, like, I told myself, like, remember, like, doing this for the pageant and you didn't think you were going to get any money, and you ended up getting, like, I got some money. I remember we were like, oh, shit. I don't think I spent my money. I think I did try to join the thing, but then I didn't get qualified, so I kept the money. But yes, it made me think about that. Like, I was motivating myself, like, remember that? Like, and I did get a good amount of money. I didn't give up, and I showed God that I wanted it, and that's all it's all about. It's all about give and take. No. A little bit, but yeah, you know. So yeah, that's my day. That was my experience. Now I'm at home cooking. I will say I'm having some frustrating moments. My kids are grown, apparently, have their own lives, and leave me at home by myself. No, I got this nice house, and like I feel like they're never even home with me. It's too boring for them, and I'm too boring for them. I don't know. Maybe it's I have to just take it as maybe I'm still learning to be by myself. And that's the most important thing. Being okay with being by yourself.